Project Piet. So we're going to go ahead and get started on our rudder. We're going to use the same piece of MDF that we used for our vertical stabilizer, just flipped it over. We're going to do our jig on the back side of it. Just enough room for it to work out just fine. So first thing we're going to start with is a nice straight edge. So there it is, jig's all finished up. This one took me about half the time as the last one. So I applied a few lessons learned from my last jig. For example, I didn't put braces right on the corner. Like this one I put on here just to make sure I had something to butt this up against. But I didn't cover up this corner. Same with up here. I didn't cover up this corner. Because what I learned on the last one was if I put a brace like that and like that, it was very hard to tell how well this joint seated. And I had to look at it really close and study it and move it and study it and move it and study it. So I thought maybe this time, instead of putting them right on the corner, I'd give a little bit of room so I could see and make sure that the work is as flush as I want it to be. So it's all ready to go. We may have to add another couple, but I think it's ready. So one of the more nerve-wracking things about some of these angles, making sure you get the angle cut just right. Because you cut it too steep, you're going to have some problems with your rudder being all together. So this angle out here, it's not too bad because you got extra. So if the first time you cut it and it's wrong, well, you can just cut a little bit more. But down here, this cut, you don't have a whole lot of room to work with if you screw it up. So I use this thing, and it's T-bevel, to make sure that I have my angles just right. That is the idea. So here's all the pieces cut for the rudder, and they all came out pretty well. I don't like these cuts because cut one too, a little bit too short, and I don't have any spare to replace it with, and I'd have to wait for another piece to come in. So I made most cuts just a touch long and then whittle them down as I needed to, but all the joints came out really well and everything fits really tight. This center beam, just a touch of a warp to it. Everything was pretty straight except for that piece. And it has just a touch of a warp to it, but I think I can work with it. So we're getting ready to cut our main beams for our rudder. Here's one of our rudders. And I didn't like the last jig I used for ripping on my table saw, so I built something a little different this time. And I think it's going to work a little better. Ran some test strips, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm gonna start with the first one. It's a rainy, wet day here today. So let's try this and see how it works. So we got all these cut out on the table saw, and it worked pretty good for the most part. Do need to do some cleaning up though. I don't know if you can even see that. There's a little bit of excess that the blade didn't quite catch. And I don't know what it is about it, but I have to make 2 passes to get this cut. And I can't ever seem to get it to be perfectly the same cut in depth. So just a little bit of cleaning up, doesn't take long. I already got this one for the most part cleaned up. It's not too big a deal. A little bit of cleanup, we'll be ready to start gluing. Hudson. What does an alligator cook in? A crock pot.
A crock pot. Why did Mom think that?
I don't know, it's that hardener just has a smell to it. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna glue these outside ones first. It's on.
It is?
Yep. We're gonna glue these outside ones. Alright, and then if we're happy with everything, then we'll come back in and glue this one, okay? So we're gonna put this one aside for now.
Okie dokie, out the jokies.
Alright.
Why are you gluing that?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. Alright, here. Smear it on there. ready to take it all off? Okay. Let's see. Get that off of there. Thank you. And do that one. Watch, see this. Do that. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna try taking one of these off. Alright, try taking that one. Other way. Other way. There you go. There you go. I'll do it again. This one's kind of funny angle. Get these over here. Come over here. It's always this lefty loosey. Put this hand down here to help stabilize it. There you go. Push down. You gotta give it a little bit of pressure. All right. The last one. Got it. Good job. All right, ready to take it out? Here, just come over here. Actually, all right. Careful.
Ah!
You pull it off.
What happened to the other side? How come the paper didn't stick to that corner?
Yeah, that's because there wasn't any glue on it. Looky there. How'd we do?
Good. It looks good, but it doesn't look that good without the rest of the parts on.
Now I gotta get the rest of the parts on now, don't we?
Today!
I think it looks pretty darn good, dude.
Yeah. Now get the rest of the pieces on today, and then guess what?
What?
It will be finished. Well, you probably might not. Wait, Is there supposed to be gussets?
Gotta make gussets for it still. Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna take.
And gussets, do the rip strips.
We're probably not gonna get that in. Do we have all the pieces we need for it already?
Yep.
We need a economy. Then why did the vertical stabilizer didn't come with the tops then?
I don't know. All right, cool. That's pretty good. What you think? Next time on Tailwheels and Flying Wires, Project Piet. We continue work and finish off the rudder. And my youngest daughter decides she likes this project as well.
Hello.
Hello.
And hello.
Hello.